Hello Scorpio and welcome to your April 2021 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is the Devil. So, that tells me that this month, like Libras and Virgos also, you will actually see your own devil, where you lose your power. Ace of Sword, right after. You're going to get the clarity of how you've been falling in that panel, in that trap. And then I have Strength, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So, right away, strength. That is the capacity to go into your higher self and not into your lower self, animalistic side. Knowing exactly what makes your heart sing and in what you want to invest yourself in. So for the ones of you Scorpios out there that were doubting that or didn't know, things weren't clear and so on, I think clarity is going to come this month on that level. If this resonates with you, of course. But for sure, here, right away, the Devil. Under it, Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. That means that where he was affecting was in your own self-worth, let's say. Your capacity to acknowledge your path, but without it being restraining. Acknowledging your value. And also, because the Nine of Pentacles is independence. For some of you, there could be codependency, and others of you, there could be that I am completely isolated with the Devil. Because that can be one of the downfalls of the Nine of Pentacles, is that we kind of lock ourselves in this tower of, glass tower where nothing can attain us. And we become so self-sufficient that we block ourselves from the others. Any of these things can be happening. In codependency, this is when we try and search for our worth through the eye of the other, for what they tell us, how they make us feel, what they do for us. This is how we evaluate our own worth. And of course, that doesn't work like that. It has to come from within. So it all depends on how he's acting. And this, by shaking this aspect of you, it also will affect your capacity to just go for what you want. Disability. Anyway, when I search the word in English, I'll tell you. Paralyzing you in a way, making you disabled. Ace of Sword. Under that, I have the Five of Pentacles. So see, there is a big connection here. This lady is abundant, she knows her worth, she knows who she is, and so on. And these characters are struggling outside in the cold, not receiving anything. That is two complete different energies. And here I have the Nine of Wands and the Star. So the Nine of Wands is the wounded healer, the wounded warrior. He is conscious of every wounds that he had in his life, and they're all standing around him. And of course, in all these wounds, there were a lot of Five of Pentacles probably. People that abandoned, people that did not support you, that weren't there for you, that left you out in the cold with no explanation, where you suffered and you felt that even the universe was abandoning you. Now you will understand and see clearly what this was all about. With the star here, look at you pouring all of that baggage back into the collective and into the ground, because you are aligned with your star. The star card is a card of faith, and it is a card of, when it is upright, illumination from within. So this is who I truly am. She's naked, so she's not the appearance of her. She's not what she does in life, what she looks like. She's the daughter of, the wife of, the husband of, the father of. She's nothing of that. Okay? She's a soul having a human experience. And so her truth, her value, her worth, name it, comes from within. Therefore, she is illuminating from within. And she doesn't reflect her worth, in a sense that her worth does not come from the eyes of the other. Therefore, reflecting, she is illuminating the star. So there's a clarity coming on that. That how people made you feel has nothing to do with who you truly are inside. Once you know that and understand that, and who you truly are inside is not the sum of your experience like in the lion. It is in your higher self, in your soul. And that is what is going to allow you to actually jump into the next venture. And it's going to be a completely different path than what you are used to, that had a lot of heartaches and disappointments in it. Let's clarify this for you, Scorpios. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Scorpios for the month of April. The High Priestess and the Eight of Wands. That clarity will come from your soul, will come from your spiritual understanding, insight about how he was blocking you in the past. And blocking you, because here, Eight of Wands, this is when things are happening, blick, 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 you know, like, okay, if I do moves from my higher self, the universe is going to respond right away. It will not abandon me. This can only happen when I make moves from his perspective in my animalistic side, my lion, my ego. Let's look at the Ace of Swords. What is that clarity, Spirit? What is that clarity? And here is strength again. That's what I was saying. The truth from your higher self and not from the lion. Here is a Page of Pentacles. The truth of that extra value here to bring to the 6, where that's where the balance of the universe lays. If you sacrifice yourself, you know, for others to love you, for others to give you worth, you will never succeed, because you have to give yourself that worth first. And then it's going to be balanced outside. Then you will not be in expectation and lack, You would be overflowing and balanced. Hangman. This is like to reverse 180 degrees how you're viewing things. Let's look at strength, 8 of Pentacle, and the Knight of Pentacle, 2 of Swords. Yes, it's a decision. What is my truth? Is this my truth? If this is my truth, when I'm going to invest myself, well, that's going to be my result. If the universe, and here the 5 of Wands just flew there, so another 5. So of course I'm all conflicted inside. Queen of Wands, of what I actually attract and go for. That's the law of attraction. And here is the Tower. So that clarity is showing you exactly that doing things like you were doing them from his perspective there just created abandonment, conflict, and you would have never reached your goal. So you have to decide, what is my truth? Who am I? 9 of Pentacles. Six of Wands. King of Cups. That's you. The Pope. High Priestess, the Pope. There's a big shift here of you're really going to see what is handicapping you. What belief, where you're losing your power, where you are enslaving yourself to conditions, to other people's actions towards you that would define your worth and who you are. All of that. Putting yourself aside for the sake of, well, then the universe will do the same to you. It will put you aside for the sake of. That's how mirrors work. But here with the 6 of Wands, this is like, self-acknowledgement. I understand. And King of Cups, this is like, okay, this is my vibrational truth, and this is what I'm going to follow and hold, because the King of Cups masters his emotions. I will not be thrown back because of somebody's reaction, because it's their own reaction. It has nothing to do with me. Let's look at the Fool. Because in order to be able to jump into this new life, new possibility here, you gotta be able to grab that wand, that new way of doing things. And here, new way of building, 3 of Pentacles. New way of seeing, like here, this could be like I'm waiting for people or somebody to help me start my thing instead of me starting it myself. And then I will feel abandoned because they're not supporting me instead of you supporting yourself. Of course, this does not apply in everything, but this is kind of a lesson of in Carlos Castaneda's The Lessons of Don Juan. At one point, Carlos was complaining that the whole summer his father promised that he would go swimming with him, and he never did. So that summer he never swam, and it was his father's fault. So Don Juan asked him, what prevented you from going to swim yourself? So this is recuperating our own power into doing what we can here and now to follow our bliss, follow our will, what makes our heart sing, what we want to invest ourselves on, and so on. Let's look at that Knight of Wands. There we go. The Chariot and the Magician. Two major arcanas. Chariot, that's it. I'm realigning my unconscious and my conscious. I'm clearing the part in my beliefs, or whether they are conscious or unconscious, that was creating conflict and Five of Pentacles. I'm realigning them. I'm connecting to my star. I am not letting the past events of my life hindering me from moving forward. I'm actually going to be empowered and manifest myself, what I want. And here, Seven of Pentacles, maybe some of you were just waiting or putting efforts but that weren't giving anything because they weren't aligned. Okay, let's look at the star and the... Okay, here we go again. The Fool and the Three of Pentacles. With the star, with finding your own light, your own... who you truly are inside, okay? Away from the lion. Away from what he tells you you are. You are not the sum of your pains, and you are not the sum of your experiences. You are a soul here having these experiences. So you're not just this body. And how to have access to your higher self is through your heart, through listening to your vibration here of who you truly are. And the Fool with the Page of Cup. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cup. Adding a new self-value and a new self-love here. So that when you manifest, you need your 4 elements to be upright. Your willpower cannot be all over the place. Yes, one day, no the other. Your pentacle cannot be in lack, because that's what you're going to manifest. And your wands, I just said, your cup has to be not filled with sadnesses and so on. And your sword cannot be used to actually hurt yourself emotionally. They all have to be vibrating, mastering these 4 elements within ourselves. That's when we are a true magician. That's when we can manifest from above to below like that. Here, let's look at your Two of Wands. And of course, that is going to be a choice. Here is the Eight of Pentacles, a choice. How do I invest myself? Do I remain that I believe here, Four of Cups, that the 3 cups that I've lived until now, this is it, no more? Or here is our King of Swords. Am I mastering my mind and actually grabbing that pentacle and investing myself in it? Or just saying, nah, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna end up being a 5 of Pentacles like the rest. So, how do I call this for you, Scorpio? Well, the Fool here is very, well, clarity on the devil. I'm gonna say it like that. Because you can't do a leap of faith if you're still giving him power. But you're getting the clarity of it. Clarity on your devil. There you go. So, on this, my beautiful Scorpios, I'm going to send you all my love and light and wish you an amazing month of April. And it can be amazing for you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, please. Commenting, I read all the comments. You can share the videos also. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's an email to write to me. Thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. On the new moon, full moon, I do a little ceremony to give you back. And on this, my beautiful Scorpios, I'm going to send you all my love and light, and I'll see you next month.